Okay, it is late April, also happens to be Easter Sunday. There may be entirely too much road noise for me to do this because I slept in just a little bit, and you wouldn't think 8 o'clock on Easter morning would be quite so busy, but everybody's got to get their car washed and go run to the grocery store real fast, apparently. So all that is evening primrose. There's a couple things in there. It's a giant mustard, some artemisia. The tall leaves are irises that may or may not bloom this year. We have thyme here. Some lavender. The daffodils have passed. That sage there. And do have interplanted. Oh, look at that. Starting to get our first strawberries of the year. I don't harvest these though because of the proximity to the road. But if hopefully one day, because of all this mustard that I've planted, which has deep roots and supposed to bind with different toxins in the soil, maybe one day I'll get it tested and it'll be that they're good enough to harvest too. So red mustard, red Russian kale. There's another mustard back there. I did just transplant that sage back here, or up here from the backyard rather, because we put in a trellis and I needed the space where it was. Some of these little seedlings look like they're about to kick it. It's been very dry and I haven't watered up here. Penston in the back there. Today is the day we've had just a lot of craziness. Spring break from my kid, which means they went places. My husband and my kid stay home with our elderly dog, Penston, and put in blocks there. Start filling in the space with that guy. Catnip. But yeah, got sick. And then they came back and then we had guests. So, crazy week. That's Anna's Hiss up there. Kale, little baby Penston. You see lots of yarrow popping up. This may be too much road noise. We'll see. Thyme. Lots of strawberry plants. Heucheras trying to perk up a little bit. Sedum. Prickly pear cactus. Another sedum. Alright, and then let's come back around. And just look on this side. So you have some columbine popping up there. I put in a dahlia, 2 dahlias yesterday. They've been too hot. We have some lizard delphinium and some bachelor buttons coming up right there. It's echinacea. That is another dahlia I'm hoping will come back. Come over this way. Dahlia over there, and those are from an assortment that I got. And my sand cherry stopped blooming. There we go. Hazelnuts. Really good. Plums look really good. Pecan also leafing out, doing well, being happy. I feel like I put something else in over here and I'm trying to remember what it was. I've done a lot of planting and other things, a lot of working in the yard this week. I'm going to do every week, but got some big things done. The fig that I moved, she's got fruit. I'm not sure if I'll let her have that fruit this year. It might be better for her to get her roots reestablished because it's, 3. There's some bachelor's buttons in here. French lilac I put in. I'm thinking of putting the other ones in here as well, just making its own little clump. I'm always kind of afraid to hedge my bets and put all my things in one area if I've got multiples, because what if they don't do well and then you've lost all your plants? But we'll see. Alright, so that is dianthus, zebra crossing dianthus, heuchera, tulip that put out leaves but never made flowers this year, probably because I put too much mulch on top of it, I guess. I did just plant a whole bunch of calla lilies that I had sprouted. Some of them have already emerged. And the thing is, since it's an assortment, I don't have any idea what color they're going to be, so it'll be a little bit wonky maybe. But I figure I can let them all grow this year, and then I'll mark the colors and keep the ones I like, and give away the ones that I don't want in the bed. So it looks like those guys right there, those are dahlia. Those are dahlias. They're little tiny guys called Dracula. They have a dark leaf and also dark foliage. I might even have to make just a video whenever the peonies actually bloom. I don't know if I've ever caught them on one of my garden videos. It's one of those things where I miss all the good stuff. It happens like in between videos. Clematis, I got one growing up there. That is from last year. Oh, somebody started washing their car. And then I have another clematis that's just getting started this year. Pomegranate. She's putting on new growth, looks like. So she's happy. She finally has a friend too, so maybe one day we'll get fruit. That's another dianthus, zebra crossing. That's new for this year. This is also from last year. See plenty of daylilies with my peonies in between. Oh, I might have missed my moment altogether. We'll see. Okay, this is all of our irises starting to pop off. Also glad I caught that, because I think in my last video they put up buds, and so I thought they were going to be in between videos, but caught them. So 9 barks there, the shrubs, hollyhocks popping off. That is a mullein, which is wild but has medicinal properties. I do have some things here. That is, I think, a pincushion plant popping up, also from wildflower seeds that were scattered ages ago. This is my Salvatsky pomegranate, which this is her first year. I bought her as a bare root in the ground. Bought it as bare root, put it in the ground this year. And she's already putting on some good growth, so that's very exciting. And the wild patch over here, everything back over there is raspberry. I really need to cut back all that stuff in the middle there. But this will be just probably a mess pretty soon with wildflowers. Lots of anise hyssop. I have spread a ton of seed around, so because I love it as excellent pollinator, super tough plant. It's my forsythia that I moved this year, and probably because of the gate, I may put in some sunflowers over here. I've done so in the past, and they're pretty okay. They end up being bear food, which I don't mind. The bears come at night, and I've had some come in while I was on the porch with a friend who was visiting from out of town, and he was absolutely just taken with the whole idea. You see, I started a drainage project here and didn't finish this one, but I did finish others. And let's check all the other things. Lavender looks a little sad, but she's waking up. Hostas and heucheras made it through the winter. My Macrocephalus viburnum only has one bloom on it. I'm not sure why, but I mean, seems happy. She's growing. I guess we can't flower every year, but there's a little cardinal flower coming up back there. I had to look into why she's not flowering. Alright, all this liriope I may move this year. I do have little irises and an iris that Squirrel relocated for me. And gladioli back here. And then we'll get to my shade garden. That little guy there. Alright, now this I have to bury. I have to get some more dirt and mulch because it was a major undertaking. But finally got those two drain pipes hooked up and that cut off. It was hanging out on the road and we kept driving over it. But also, better than that, I have a gargoyle that my brother gave me. I'm going to put right there for where it feeds out. So I had to get a connecting piece and all that. So it's almost done. Almost. But hostas have come up. I actually had to pull those guys up. I had 3, and I felt like they were too close together. So now they are 2. I'm going to put the third somewhere else when I have time and their space is ready. So that's mondo grass and a juga. And some heuchera. I think that's my apricot heuchera. More hostas. And this is my black lace elderberry. And she made flowers and is growing. Whereas this is the 3rd place I've put her. And she's finally happy. So I'm very excited by that. My ajuga is flowering, which is awesome. And this is a ground cover, so it's going to spread. Which this has been fairly slow to spread for me because it's been killed back every year by frost. It's I believe that's my Pinot Grigio heuchera there. Hosta, some blue hosta. I keep saying I'm going to cut this elderberry, especially now that it's got new growth, new uprights. So I really probably am, and I could probably propagate from that if I was really motivated, but I might not be because I've got so many other things to do. More heucheras, more hostas. I do really like both, and well, you can see there's a bunch of little trees popping up there, but it looks like I've got probably 2 different types of columbines coming back from last year. I got some transplanted, but they were too late to bloom. There's columbine. And so I was hopeful I would get some flowers this year, and I'm not honestly sure when that's supposed to happen. And that is a hellebore. Ice and roses. I don't know if I've ever said the variety. Ice and roses, and I have 2 because I divided them. And it's been grown pretty slow. Another elderberry grown from propagation, and a painted fern. And there was a painted fern baby under here somewhere too. Oh, that's the baby. So it's already making a little baby. That's exciting. I'll probably let it grow for a while before I try to do anything. Lungwort back there. And I will just say everything in this bed, like it's true for all, well, I shouldn't say everything. Not the hostas. I got the hostas in a bag. But like all of the heucheras, I bought 1 heuchera, let it grow, divided it, let them grow, divided them. So there's the purchase of 3 heucheras and, well, 1 hellebore, which has gotten me 2 hellebores so far. And then, like, I bought the elderberry tree as a bare root, and I think I paid like $12 for it. It's in the back, and then I've propagated off of it. So that's how I'm trying to populate this yard, by learning and trying things. And then there's that one. And lastly, oak leaf hydrangea. she's looking good. Leafing out, also has new growth. And yeah, still got to work on leveling out the rain barrels, but we've had a lot going on. We've got a lot done too. The end.